Hello everyone, it's Monday, it's about 11:30. It's been a pretty slow morning over here and I'm finally getting around to starting a new vlog. Took me so long because my neighbors downstairs are renovating. They've been renovating here for like 8 months, I think, more. It's still loud but not enough that I can't film, so yeah. So this is going to be an interesting week to live through and hopefully do everything I'm supposed to. I woke up relatively early despite it being this late in the day. I woke up, I took Null out and then had my coffee and planned for the week. I'm still recovering from the effects of like 3 straight days of the air being deemed very unhealthy and then going back to just unhealthy. So that's why the coughing and the sound of my voice. I did plan for the entire week. There's a lot to do. Hopefully I get it done. I was supposed to do a weekend studio vlog, but I had to scrap that because on Friday I was sort of on track. I did what I had planned to. I did a bit of research on Amazon to see like the current state of the covers that I plan to start with in my pre-made cover business. And then I went through my vast collection of saved to favorites photos and deposit photos to decide on which to use. But then I procrastinated so hard. I wrote 2 new chapters in a new project just to avoid doing what I was supposed to be doing. So that was quite interesting, to be fair, very interesting. But this week I have 2 launches that need to happen this week. And well, one of them has been postponed like 2 weeks now, the other only a few days. So the first one is the pattern release for my Ember the Fire Horse plushie. And this has to be out today or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow because I still have a lot of things to do because it's a Lunar New Year pattern and I want there to be at least 2 weeks for people to make it to either gift or bring to Lunar New Year markets or things like that. And yeah, she's ready. Most of the pattern, I mean all of the pattern is written out. I just need to edit some process videos showing how to make the mane and the tail and the ears because these are all crocheted in, you don't have to sew them. So I have to edit that and have them on YouTube. They will be linked in the pattern. So I have to do all that and then finish editing the pattern and then releasing it, hopefully tomorrow. I will need to film a couple of reels and prepare a carousel post and then like the whole website listing. I will have it up on my shop and on Ravelry for now. I don't have an Etsy shop and I don't think I'm ever going to open one. Well, not ever. I'm not going to open one in the near future. Maybe when I have a backlog of patterns and I can do some promos and things, that will be worth trying just because of the volume of people shopping for crochet patterns on Etsy, but no plans for that. If I have some extra time, I'd rather put it on Ribbler because that seems more appealing to me and probably less saturated than Etsy is. As for Ravelry, just better conditions that they offer pattern designers. So yeah, that is the one release that's happening this week. And then towards the end of the week, I hope I finally get to launch the pre-made cover section of my shop. That's been delayed way too long. So no matter when I do it, it will still be a full month of discounted prices, as I mentioned in my previous video. So I'm planning to start with an initial batch of 10 and then do more releases every week throughout the month where everything's discounted. So that should be fun. The last thing of utmost importance this month is the Just Don't series. I just need to not release because they've been released, but publish wide the 3 remaining books in the series and then hopefully get all the box sets released. 1 and 2 have been available on Amazon for quite a while now, and I'm pretty sure I have them on my website too. But The third one was never released for some reason, although the whole series was completely done. And then I plan to have a full bundle of books 1 to 10. But that will only be available on my shop, because I'm trying to bring more buyers to my shop, more of my readers and people who like the stuff that I make, like my covers, my plushies, my things like that, my pattern design. I want to have them all come to my shop as a primary location, so I'm trying to have things that are only available on the shop as an incentive. And the other incentive will be that going forward, new releases, even box sets, they'll first be available at a discounted price on my shop, and then they will go everywhere else at their normal price. But yeah, I want like my own shop to be the first point of contact for my most loyal readers. I also am planning to completely separate shop newsletters from my author newsletter, which I haven't done in a year and something. I plan to restart it sometime soon, but I want to keep them separate because people who subscribe on the shop are there to buy, so my approach to them is a bit different than people who just want to kind of loosely keep in touch with everything I'm doing. So yeah, those are the plans for the week. I plan on checking in with the goals I put on my whiteboard every day and see how many we've crossed off and how much more we still have to do. And yeah, hope everything goes great. Let's get to work. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday and it's close to 8 p.m. and I am absolutely wiped. Somehow I spent all of today working on the pattern, just the finishing touches, editing it, getting some images, like more promo images for the end of the pattern, and then to publish on social media. And then I uploaded the video and wrote the description and created the thumbnail and did all of that. And that took quite a long time. I also posted about it on Instagram and from there on Facebook. And the video for the ears, mane, and tail is publicly available on YouTube. So it's also kind of like, hey, this is how you make a mane if you need to, but also a sort of an ad to the actual pattern. I've only released it on my website today, and that's where I'm sending people to buy it. Hopefully someone does. I don't have like big hopes for it to sell overnight because it's my first paid pattern and I didn't do a lot of pre-release marketing, just barely. And I'm gonna keep promoting it from now until Lunar New Year. But I want to give it a couple of days just on my website and then also publish it on Ravelry, probably Ribbler. And see how that goes, I guess. What else? That's about it. Oh yeah, I also streamed for my other set of social medias. It was a 2.5 to 2 hours and a half stream, so that added up. And somehow it got to 8 p.m. and I'm absolutely done with today. All I want to do is just brush my teeth and go to bed. But I'm just going to relax for another hour and see how I feel. I don't want to go to bed too early because lately I've been waking up in the middle of the night, like 1 to 2 a.m. and then I don't go to sleep for under 2 or 3 hours, but I still wake up at 7 a.m. or maybe like 7:40. So it's not like I can sleep a little longer if I don't get enough sleep at night. So I'm trying to just stay awake, watch some YouTube videos, maybe get some writing done, and then crash. And tomorrow we're going to start on the rest of the to-dos for this week. It's kind of interesting because it's just Tuesday and I've already crossed off 2 of the very important crochet tasks. and partially the third one, the ones that were in red, so the one that were more the most important. And I will be moving to the cover bit of this. I'm trying to get them in kind of in order because I put them there in order of urgency and importance, and I'm kind of crossing off other things as I go as well, because I've been writing a bit, so it will get done eventually. As I release stuff and promote them, the whole content bit is done. So somehow I will end up with 3 videos released this month, like the introductory one, the now released tutorial for parts of the fire horse, and then there will be the studio vlog, which I intend to release on Saturday. So there's a third video in January. I'm still considering whether I should try to make a mini version of the fire horse. I could potentially release that early enough for it to make sense for Lunar New Year, but we shall see. We shall see how that goes. It wouldn't be that bad to have a mini version and then bundle it up and release the mini version as a free tutorial on YouTube as well. It would be a faster make, I guess. So people who see it last minute or buy the pattern last minute will have time, especially if it's for a market. A faster make would make more sense. And I will see if I can somehow crochet the hind legs in so that you only have to sew the head, so that it's even faster and easier. But I don't know. I'm not sure I'll have enough time. Technically, I do have enough time if I release it very early in February. I do have the base for the pattern. I don't know. I'm still debating this. I've not decided. It would then be very easy to convert the mini horse pattern for the normal pattern, and I found a way to release them and make sure that if people have bought Ember, they don't need to buy the Vani, the chubby horse pattern as well. And I can do that by publishing it as publishing an updated version with the free add-on of how to transform Ember into Vaughn, which is not very difficult. Pretty much you would have to change the colors of the hoofs and the body and the head into something more neutral, and just do the mane and tail differently. The rest is pretty much the same. So that would work well. Apparently, from my research, if I either replace or add a new version to the PDF file with Shopify digital downloads, it would notify whoever purchases it, so they can automatically download the new version. So that works. And apparently Ravelry also immediately notifies its customer base if there's a new update to the pattern, which makes sense. So I could try. I'm not sure though. I'm happy I have Ember out. I will do my best to have her soon, like before the end of the month, on Ravelry and Ribbler. And that's about it for now. The rest is optional. If I can do it, I'll do it, but I'll try not to overstress myself with it. So yeah, that's my update for now. I shall see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Hello everybody, it's Wednesday. It's afternoon already, and I'm extremely tired. Okay, so last night I lasted for all of half an hour until I decided to go to bed, and despite a few hiccups at around 2 a.m., I pretty much slept through the night. I woke up and I kind of got some coffee and got straight back into work. I published my new pattern on Ravelry, and I opened the Ribbler shop and uploaded it to Ribbler, and that took. Ribbler has its own different system, which I actually like for when I use it on the computer or on my phone, because you pretty much go through each section and mark off each row you've completed. It's really nice for people who forget how many rows they've done when they have like repeats of the same thing. But it takes a while. And then you have to upload photos for each specific step if you need to, and you can't upload multiples. It has to be one. And you can also add videos, which was nice because I just added the video links for the ears, mane and tail. I didn't bother with photos because there would have been too many and there was no point. It still took forever, but I got all that done. I did a bit of writing. I did film a short video while I was writing, so I posted that on Instagram and YouTube Shorts and TikTok, so I did do that. At the end of it, I could finally cross out the pattern release thing, so we can move on to the covers fully now. I am extremely tired. I would like to also stream today. I would like to write a bit more and ideally work on some covers, but I also need to run to the store and buy some things that we ran out of. I don't know if I get to do all of that. If I don't, I still have Thursday and Friday dedicated to covers if I need to do that. And Saturday as well, but you would not see that in this vlog because I would like to just edit the video on Saturday and release it, so I have a third video this month. I don't know why that's important, but it is. Then again, I've just released a video, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if I released it on February 1st, because February 1st is a Sunday, so I could just do the video and release it, and that would be all the work I do. So then I'd have 3 full days for the covers and maybe launch that bit of the shop and maybe publish the Just Don't books, which would pretty much take care of all the red, so the most important tasks I had assigned myself for this week. The others that are kind of along the way and related to everything else, some of them will get completed, others will get pushed to next week. I'm fine with that. I'm still debating whether I'm doing today as if it's super urgent to do more than I should, or I'm doing it as kind of like in between day. I've completed a very important task finally. I'm about to dive into another one that's very difficult and time consuming. I would need a bit of break, but I'm not sure yet. We shall see. That said, I did go into a complete tangent, new side quest. Apparently I procrastinate so hard I do productive things. I think I mentioned this. I have this idea about getting into digital stickers and digital assets that I could sell mostly, and I was thinking of doing that through Etsy because it would be the easiest way to get access to a lot of people. And I'm still debating it, but I was watching videos on that and also videos on how to create emotes on Procreate because I need them for my Twitch, and I could do pre-made packs and sell those as well, apparently, which is nice to know because who doesn't like custom emotes for their new channel? And you could, pay a little bit to get a pre-made pack, and it would still be more affordable than paying an illustrator to do specific emotes for your channel. And then I could get like small streamers to become my customers, and they maybe later on they would buy stuff. I do intend to do that on Etsy and then use my other Twitch just to promote that. Also, the streamer and illustrator I'm watching, she draws on an iPad, but she has a PC, and I'm wondering if she streams her art on her PC but does it on the iPad, because I would be very interested to see how she does that, because that sounds fun. Like I could do art videos, art live streams on either YouTube or Twitch, and I could use my iPad for those, which would be far easier than using my drawing monitor, because first of all, that would be Krita, which I haven't used in a long time, and I still have to relearn a bit. And then it would limit everything else, because I could use one monitor for like drawing references and whatever I need, use that one for all the streaming gear, and then draw on my iPad. Plus, I could set up my phone vertically to at the same time stream on TikTok, for example. Which, why not? I don't know. I have way too many ideas. I want to do way too many things, and I need to stay focused, which it's been very hard. It's been very hard mostly because a lot of the tasks I've been doing, like all the uploading and editing and, you know, revising and whatever, they're time consuming and difficult, but they're not as creative as writing or drawing or creating covers would be. But for some reason, instead of, you know, creating covers, I still procrastinate and want to start a whole new business. Jesus Christ. Yes, I need to lock in a bit. Might not happen today, but then at least I'm still semi-productive because I'm learning a lot of things and discovering a lot of things and what people can do and what I can do, and that's great. Anyway, that's it. I will let you know how the rest of the day goes. If there's anything to update, I will update you again today. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Morning everyone, it's Thursday morning, and yesterday didn't go all that great, as in I didn't end up doing much more in the evening. I did write a bit, and I think I watched a few more art videos on things I want to do in the future, but other than that I really didn't do much. I slept relatively well and I woke up as normal at 7 a.m. this morning, well 7:30 because I kind of stayed in bed a bit longer, and I was going to hey, no, that's Nala being naughty. I was going to write for a little bit, but I somehow ended up writing like 2 full chapters, because that makes sense. So I wrote 2,676 words in maybe an hour and a half, which is pretty good. And I said 3 chapters, but I kind of finished the 3rd one, completed the 4th chapter, and now I'm on chapter 5, which has like about a third of it. So that's pretty good. So yeah, actually it's not 3 chapters, it's like 2 chapters. Or is that what I said? I don't even remember what I said. I'm very scattered brained right now, and it probably doesn't help that the main character I'm writing has ADHD, so I kind of delve into a lot of the whole things that go into through someone's head when they're kind of like distracted or trying to fight everything, and or trying not to fight, just like kind of keep to a train of thought while everything else is going weird, and he's going through a lot of crises in one single freaking day. So yeah, that's not helped my own brain be kind of focused or not thrown off kilter. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, because somehow I've got 2 chapters done and a good chunk of the 3rd one, with 2 days left of this week other than today, so probably get to finish those 5 chapters I wanted to write, which they're not one of the red tasks, so they're not one of the most important tasks, but it's still a good task to complete, I guess. I need to have some breakfast, and then I need to do a bit of shopping. Like I need to get some supplies, like cleaning supplies for the house, which needs to be done today. But other than that, I have nothing scheduled for today other than covers, so hopefully we get to work on that finally, because I've been postponing that for way too long, and there's no more time. I have 3 days to lock in and create enough covers to just launch the thing. I don't have to have 20 done, so that's good, because I plan to start with the first collection and then throughout February update every week, and depending on when I release this, that would be the day of the week where I release new batches. And that's everything I have scheduled. I have a co-stream with Vlad for my other things on Friday. That's set in stone. I might do another one today if I'm not like dying in the afternoon because of how exhausted I am. But yeah, we're kind of on track. I have been filming stuff for my studio vlog, so I won't need to scrap it this time. And I'm both on track and off track. Like I feel like I don't have enough time to do everything, but also I've accomplished quite a bit, so I should be happy. So it's a weird state to be in. We'll see where it falls as today and tomorrow progress. So yeah, see you later. Hello my darlings, it's Friday. Happy Friday. I'm only now talking to you because it's been a pretty hectic day. It's 3:35 in the afternoon, and I feel extremely tired, like it's the end of the day, but it's been a good one. First of all, I finally stopped procrastinating on my cover making. Like I restarted designing covers finally. Okay, we're getting there. I completed one. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll probably insert a clip of it here on the screen, and hopefully I make some more in the evening. I had some errands to run. I met a friend. I had to drop off some things and then came back home, had a little snack because I kind of had lunch for breakfast because I woke up very hungry and I needed like an actual hot meal. And then I had like a snacky snack instead of anything else around 2:33 p.m. I mean. And yeah, I have a stream at 4 on my other side of the socials. And then after that, hopefully we can do at least one more cover. I think that the next I'm going to work on are a set of covers, and I'm going to do that. And because it's a set, I wanted to have a series of 3. It's usually like once you're done with the first one, then for the second and third is a bit easier because you kind of have the title, like author name, title of the book, series, whatever, all figured out, the style of the image you want and how you want to edit it, and just re-implement it 3 times, which is why I usually charge less for a series than I would charge for 3 separate covers, because it just makes sense to me. But yeah, I'll start working on that and see how many I can get finished, and then we'll see how much I can get done tomorrow. And I realized just because the month is ending, I shouldn't like plan for a whole week of work and then try to cram it into 6 days. It's fine if some of it gets done on February 1st. I shouldn't get hung up on that. So that said, I have 2.5 days to finish a lot of things, but I've made progress on all of them. So we'll see where we are. If I can, I will update you later in the evening, but if there's no point because I haven't done much more, I'll talk to you in the morning. Bye-bye! Everybody, good morning. It's Saturday. It's about 8:45, and I'm in a hoodie because both my hair is a mess and I'm feeling like crap, so I kind of need it. I just walked Nala, had my coffee and journaling session, and then I wanted to play Where Winds Meet for a bit, but I'm in the middle of a quest. I don't really understand. I mean, I understand what I have to be doing, but I keep losing track of whoever I'm following, and it pissed me off, so I stopped that. So I'm just going to watch some YouTube to relax, and like art studio vlogs, if you want to know what that is. And then I'll start working. So yesterday, after meeting my friend and coming back and doing the stream, we went for 3 hours because without realizing, because, well, I was just kind of done for the day. And now, given the way I'm feeling, I realize why I was so exhausted. But yeah, Nala is of course sleeping after she wakes up. I take her outside, and after I make my coffee and my mom makes her, she goes insane. Like, mom and I are the first to wake up. Well, it's been mostly me waking up first to take her out, and then my mom wakes up next, and we have coffee together at crazy o'clock in the morning. And if we're both there, Nala goes insane. So she would try to open all the doors. She will jump on things and whatever. And she does that until she drives us insane. And then she goes and sleep. And continues to sleep while I work my little ass off. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's been my morning. And then the game pissed me off. I could watch YouTube videos for these and figure out what I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm pretty sure it's the cards seeing me. But dude, I'm jumping over roofs. Why do they look up? I'm kidding. The plan for today is maybe get a bit of writing done and then work on more covers. That's my plan for today. Just get covers done to at least cross some of the red things on there. I'm not seeing myself. If I keep doing covers, I'll probably not get to the point where I release just don't the final 3 books this week, but that's what next week is for. We've got 2 days left, so not that much. It's a very weird, like, this has been a completely weird week. I realized I've done a lot, and at the same time I feel behind, so I'm kind of upset with myself for no good reason, because I gave it my best, but I'm also kind of proud of myself for everything I've accomplished. I'm happy about things I've accomplished, but not particularly thrilled with how it went in the real world and when it comes to real results, but it wasn't completely unexpected. I'll just give myself a little bit more time to recover this morning, and then I'll start working. Hello everyone, it's Sunday. I'm still in very much in hoodie mode, so there we go. That's that looks ridiculous, man. Anyway, please excuse me. Let me get some. This is a sort of lemonade and some other flower sort of drink. But yeah, yesterday was a disaster of a day. I felt horrendous from that point of view. I wasn't feeling well. It was kind of all day in bed. Today I'm not a lot better, but I'm less exhausted. So we started the morning really nice. I had tried, well, this was probably the only productive thing I did yesterday. I tried a design I had in mind for a mushroom guy, and it didn't work. But then I made it work. So I'll put it on screen at some point. And I started it yesterday. It didn't go well. And this morning I kind of developed the idea more, and it turned out great. And that's going to be like a sort of a custom design for Twitch channel points and for a Discord server, and probably part of an emote pack. and pretty much part of a cast of characters that are kind of woodland and gnome related, which I'm planning to use in the future. I did that. I completed another cover, which that was a bit of a disaster in and of itself, because I started it, I worked on it quite a bit, and then I thought like, oh yeah, I would like to have a certain type of titling on it, and I remember having it on an old cover and I couldn't find the cover, and I kept trying to open files and maybe find that cover file in Photoshop, and I closed my unsaved file. So all that work gone. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't want to do this again. But then it's all fresh in my mind what I did. And I did it again. And I did it better and faster and more. Because like I knew where I was going with it this time. And I completed it. Somehow it's a day where I feel like crap. I completed a sort of a art design, which I'm very proud of. I completed the cover, and I went to the store to buy some groceries that we still needed for mom to cook and for us to eat. So whatever. I did all that. After yesterday, I was like, not okay. So I will probably do more covers today. That's the plan. It depends on how the paint meds work and how I'm feeling. But I'm not pushing myself too hard. I'm slowly coming to the realization that I will have to postpone the cover thing launch for next week, early next week, I hope. And it's sad and annoying, but it's like I've done my best this week. I've completed a lot of things. I did launch my first ever paid pattern. I launched it on my website, put it onto other stores. It did horrendous. It didn't do well at all because it's my first one. Nobody knows I design patterns. I don't have a following for that. I'm just building it now. But I did make some content to promote that, and I will keep promoting it until the end of I threw something on the floor. The end of what's left of this Chinese year, the zodiac year. So when Lunar New Year hits on February 17th, maybe we have some sales, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I did that. I did work on some covers. I did put out the whole video that I spent days editing. I did film for this studio vlog, and I have enough material that it will be very nice. So I will end it today and probably edit it tomorrow and try to also release it tomorrow. And tomorrow I will plan for another week. I have a lot of plans for what I need to do in February. I've set up my very limited bullet journal, and I'm going to dump everything in a brain dump, and then start to organize them by weeks and try to do as much as I can. It's hard not to be disappointed in the fact that I haven't completed everything I wanted to complete. I pretty much worked 6 days out of 7. Yesterday was the only day where I only marginally worked, and even then I did something, because I did that mushroom thing that if I hadn't done the first version, I wouldn't have completed it today. So I did achieve things. I did put a lot of work into a lot of things. And see, this is my problem. I always have to schedule in more, because I always underestimate how much things will take because ADHD. And then if I do less, like if I plan less, I do less. It's very weird how it works. But I do cut out quite a lot of things, and honestly, it's a lot of them, and they're important, and they take time, and I like that. But it's hard not to feel disappointed. I didn't cut off more from, I didn't finish and cross off more from my list, although it was probably physically impossible for me to do that. So that's stupid. But yeah, enough rambling, I guess. I'll catch you later to close off this vlog. If I'm not feeling well at all, I will film that final clip tomorrow and let you know what else I've achieved, and we'll go over my progress. I've done well for myself, especially today. So I'll catch you later. Hello, darlings. It's been 2 weeks since the last
update I filmed, and I guess my voice explains the why of it. I have been very sick for 2 weeks. I was non-stop in bed with what is now presumed to be 2 different strains of flu. It set me back by quite a bit, and a lot of my plans were ruined, but here we are. What we achieved in this vlog: I created 3 covers, I finally edited a video for the Ember the Fire Horse release. I released that and the pattern first on my website, then on Ravelry and Dribbler. I did post that point the social media content I wanted to. I wrote about 3 chapters in a new book project. I did do all the filming for the vlog, but then everything stopped because I got very sick. So that's it. That's where we are. I had to postpone everything, including my book launch. Not my book launch, my pre-made cover launch for, other people's books. And some of the, bundle releases and whatever, wide releases for some of my books. Was it the most inopportune moment for this to happen? Yes. It's Lunar New Year tomorrow. I have a Lunar New Year related first paid pattern that I launched, and I wasn't there for most of the peak promotion period for it because I was very sick. Sick enough I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to, I couldn't be out of bed for more than 15 minutes. I had trouble eating, everything hurt. It was horrendous. What's the plan now? Well, release this studio vlog as quickly as I can, and now that I'm finally able to work, rethink everything in terms of planning and get it all done. That's the plan. We redraw, we go back to the drawing board, replan, restart, relaunch everything. So stay tuned.